Hey, you guys remember this game? Well, guess what? DK's arms got broken, so today we're just playing the game without basic hand function. So, love that. Anyway, we're doing World 3 today, so we're gonna see how it fares out. But anyways, let's actually start to get on with the challenge. I think Wonky Waterway does have a few grabs. I think the Ruins is probably gonna be maybe the second worst world for us to do. Simply just because all the things you have to grab to activate them. Like, unfortunately, this part here. Like, there's no way I'm reaching up here since there's no ledges around here for me to fall on. Yeah, there's just no way. So, let's start the counter. 1, 2, 3. It's already worse of a level than I thought, and this is not giving me good impressions for the rest of the Ruins, honestly. I think the one that's probably going to be the worst is either this level or Button Bash. And unfortunately, we have the option of either not playing 3-4 or not playing 3-3 and 3-5. Oh, grab number 4. Yeah, like I was saying, we have the option of either not playing 3-4 or not playing 3-3 or 3-5. And I'm kind of scared for 3-5, so I think we are going to take the key route in this world. Although I could be wrong. It could be more optimal to play the 3-3 and 3-5. Although I don't think it's going to be. But anyway, this level, it was fine. 4 grabs. I don't know how this level's going to play out, personally. I think it's going to give us some struggles, though, unfortunately. Although I haven't seen anything quite yet. Or at least nothing that's required. This first section was more forgiving than I remember it being, though. So, who knows? This could be a nice surprise for us. Although, me personally, I think the later half of the level is what's going to really get us. So, we'll see how these next sections fare. Yep, like I said, I remembered a section having a grab being required. Although I could probably... Yeah, hold on. Let's come back to this one. That was kind of a cool string. Not particularly an interesting one, though. Yeah, okay, let's test this out real quick. Also, for some reason, these enemies just die whenever they go off screen. Whenever, like, you die and respawn. I don't know why. They just do. But anyway, let's test the theory. Yep. Alright, save to grab. Although, I don't think we're getting ourselves out of this one, though, because this is... I don't think a green balloon's saving us here. Maybe it is. You know what? Let's come back. I don't think I'm skipping the whole section. But... I'll try it out. Oh, and I can still, like, go backwards to hit the barrel. In case... doesn't work out. as I plan it to. Figure out. We'll just figure it out. Okay. Need you two out of the way. Yeah, no, I can't make that. Oh no. That's a problem. I can't move throughout the barrel. Like I'm trying here. Oh, welp. One grab to start the counter. And yep, that goes off screen, so I can't save myself from that grab either. 2. Three. I knew this level definitely had grabs, I just didn't know how many. Still very unfortunate that we had to get 3 grabs, but honestly, it's still less than I was expecting. Because I was genuinely expecting this to have more than whatever Wonky Waterway had, but it didn't. It had 1 less. So, hey, at least it gave us something. Although it wasn't much, though. 3 grabs. Alright, now we come to a critical choice. Do we go to Damp Dungeon? Or do we go through Mass Blast and Itty Bitty Biters? I know Itty Bitty Biters has quite a few grabs in it, so I'm kind of scared to go to there, but you know what? Well, alright. We're going the key route. We're gonna go the key route, because Itty Bitty Biters just has too many for my liking. And at least with Damp Dungeon, there's either alternate routes or I can just use green balloons. So I'm gonna take 2 with me and see if I need to use them at all. I've let this level out a bit in the past. Yeah, this is the first example I was talking about with that. There's an yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I was thinking of when I said there was alternate paths. I think there might be a grab or 2 in this level still. This would be the world with the most diversity, at least in levels with grabs. So, good for this world. I was gonna say, there ain't no grabs, is there? When I was thinking of sections I might need the green balloon for, I was thinking of this section, like, right here at the end. But even then, I don't even really need it. Because... yeah, I didn't even need it. Yeah, this level was free. This level was free. Why was I scared of this level? This level was absolutely free. 0 grabs. Temple Topple, I don't actually think has all too much going for it. In terms of requiring grabs, at least. Because as far as I'm able to remember, if it's a Ramby level, I don't think you really need grabs, honestly. Because you don't grab. Does that count? Purposes of showing off, I say it doesn't count. So, let's see. I think... yeah, because if you're on Ramby, the only thing you'd ever use the grab button for is to dismount him. But I'm kind of conflicted on to whether it's not I should actually count that as a grab just because it uses the grab button. I mean, if we wanted to... In my rules, I said anything activated by a grab is a grab. Oh. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Although, honestly, it's not even that big of a deal because Rambi can break Diddy Kong barrels. So, I just realized I'm buying them for nothing, and I probably could have used original mode. I don't know. Like, I realized that last episode, I just didn't say it. Probably kind of looked like an idiot for doing that, but... Look, I forget a lot about Rambi, because... I'm so mad that he only appears in, like, 3 levels. And this being the most... one of the most boring levels in the entire game is one of the few that has Rambi. This level's only saving grace, by the way. This would be an F tier level for sure if it didn't have Rambi in it. Because it has Rambi in it, I'll give it a C tier. This level was easy though. This level was easy though. 0 grabs. I didn't talk about it, but this boss fight, I need to be precise. Because, unfortunately, this boss requires grabs. I have tried countless times for it to run into its own bombs, but either the AI is coded in such a way that it just doesn't run into the bombs when they're about to explode, or it just actually knows what it's doing. So that's 1 grab. Okay. Yeah, like that right there, that would have totally hit him, but it didn't. So, yeah, I can't do it. Okay. That's 3. I think. 3 or 4. Okay, yeah, it's 3, because so many times I've hit him. Alright, can I do the trick shot? Let's go. That's 4 grabs, though. I just realized I eliminated throwing entirely. If I just let him run into me. Ah, crap. I'm stupid. I don't want to. I don't want to. Crap. Okay, Diddy Kong's out of the picture. Please come down here. Yes. Okay. 6 grabs have been added to our total. I ain't even doing this punch-up mini game. Because I don't want to deal with this world anymore. Alright, let me mark this down real quick for after I'm done with World 4. So, this episode is going to be kind of interesting because I'm not doing just World 3. I'm going to do World 4. Simply for the fact that I think I can do this world in 0 grabs. Now, you might look at me and think, what are you doing? You're crazy. But this world's gimmick is that every single world is every single level is a vehicle stage. Even the boss is a vehicle stage. And as we've seen from the, 2 vehicle stages we've seen so far, they don't typically require grabs, do they? So I'm just gonna do this one simply because I don't think it's gonna be very interesting. I don't think it's interesting enough to warrant its own episode. So I hope you can understand if this video is longer than usual. Now, how do I think I'm going to pack this into a thumbnail? I mean, they're not very high quality, but I struggled to fit the beach one. Although I just probably have to find a better image. Or zoom in out more. Yeah, like this has just a whole bunch of nothing going on. Oh. Oh. Well. That's unfortunate. Doesn't matter anyway, it didn't have Diddy Kong either. So I'm probably just gonna go back to 1-3 to get Diddy Kong. Because I've learned, don't waste your money on the barrels. It was either this... Okay, so it was either this level or Grip and Trip, which we are not doing. I vouched for bombs away for once. But anyway, it was either this level or Grip... I think it was Grip and Trip. Is the only known glitch, not exploit, but glitch. Like, it is the only it is the only soft locking glitch ever found in the Wii version of Country Returns. And it's only happened to one person. I don't even know if it's faked or not. Anyway, this level is easy 0 grabs. But more on that story, I found like an 11-year-old YouTube video of that happening, and I don't know if it was homebrew or not. It might have been. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting personally. Because I've never seen a soft lock in the Wii version. Or any version, anyway. Although I do know that the Switch version's a lot more buggy. See what I've said about the vehicle stages? They've just had nothing going on. Now, normally I'd make sure in like a normal playthrough to go through every level, because this is my favorite world in the game. Simply just because I love the vehicle stages. But we are not doing that this time. We are avoiding Grip and Trip like the plague. You know, I thought about it earlier. I thought I was gonna have at least 1 or 2 grabs in the boss fight of this world, because during the second phase, the mole, like when you're separated, it'll throw a bomb, but then I realized, just tank the hit. What am I doing? So, that'll be easy. I hope. This level was easy. 0 grabs. I've heard a lot of people say that this is the hardest level in the game. Either versus 6K or above 6K. I don't know though. That's gonna be a recurring bit throughout like every single one of my videos. Just tell me that. But anyway, this level is not hard for me. Something that's always looked really weird to me Why is the light so much brighter on Donkey Kong in this specific level? Like you see that, right? Like why? Like, is it because he did something? Like, I'm kind of confused here. This level is not fun sometimes. And I say sometimes because by sometimes I mean mirror mode. Mirror mode on this level is not fun. It is awful. But alas, it still wasn't the worst level to do in mirror mode though. That award, however, goes to 4K. No, not the resolution, the level. And I will tell you, it is still my least favorite level in the game to this day. Like, by far. I don't know why I have such a distaste for that level in specific. And this was what I was talking about earlier. I can just let it blow up. I don't have to worry about it. Look at me. Because I get a heart back. Like, I'm not even joking. In every single time I did this level in mirror mode, I had to pause buffer the final section. That's how bad it was. I love the speedrun strat on this level, where you just roll and then make it. I think this level gives out so many hearts that it's just like genuinely hard to die, unless of course you're playing in mirror mode. What? What? Yeah, BS like that happened, or maybe it's just a skill issue or something. But anyway, World 4 complete. So, next episode's going to be World 5. So, we'll see if I fare there. So basically, at the end of our run here, we have 6 grabs from 3B, 4 grabs from 3-1, and 3 grabs from 3-2. And that adds up all the way to 13 grabs, which is only one more than one singular level that was 1-2. And in World of 4, we actually had 0 grabs because we skipped 4-2. Which, honestly, was probably good thinking in hindsight, because I was not thinking about World 4 in the first half of World 3. But it worked out, so see you guys next time.